My finely feathered friends, welcome to the Sipping Den. Welcome to the channel, Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John, and yes, you are in the world-famous Sipping Den. This is where all the magic happens. On this channel, as you know, or maybe you don't know, I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol, and I do a Sunday morning coffee review. So you check out those playlists. You can find my coffee. And speaking of playlists, I have the most extensive, up-to-date, tinkered with mint condition playlist on YouTube. I have to have it because of all the stuff I review. I want to make it easy for you to find it, and I've done that. I've done it by categorizing and subcategorizing everything. So when you go to that playlist and you look at it, everything's broken down, and there's just small videos you have to look through instead of trying to look through everything. That would be impossible. So I've done it. Also, every review I do, I pin the first comment because it always has a link to the playlist. In this case, it's going to be bourbon, and this is going to be an interesting. Oh, and finally, since I do all this, you know, I got a lot of friends on YouTube. Hello, my friends that are fellow YouTubers, you know, reviewers. I like to make things fair for them. You know, it's the least I can do. So they know I do these tastes with half my taste buds time on my back. It evens things up a little bit, and all that put together, boom! I deserve a sub. Don't forget to do that. Very important. Comment, right? Help me out with the analytics. You help me help you. Jerry. All right. Cool today, all right? Castle and Key, 2022. Wheated Bourbon. Castle and Key, 2022. Yeah. Rye Bourbon. Look, they changed the label a little bit. Look at it. Now, what's the difference between these two? Well, one's wheated, one's rye. Now, they both have 73% corn. They both have 17% malted barley, which is a high malted barley, but the master distiller likes the flavor malted barley brings. The wheated has 10% wheat, and the rye has 10% rye. And there's one other difference. The rye is aged 4 years. The wheated one is aged 5 years. The wheated one is limited. I've done a whole review on the wheated one. I've done a whole review on the rye one. Matter of fact, I've done every single rye mash bill bourbon that they have except for one. Except for, I think, 3. The one that you have to get distillery. All the rest of them, 1, 2, 4, and 5, I have reviews on. Now, and I have a review on the wheated, I'm doing a comparison. You heard it here first, folks. All right. So, this is the Ryed one. All right, put that to the left over here. My left, military left. And this will be the wheated one. And I'll let you rye wheated. Look at the color. I don't think there's much discernible, even though it's been a year. The other thing, I think I like this label better, the old one. The Castle's too prominent here with the gold, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I like the brick, and I like this one. Let me say this. I forgot what I was going to say. All right. All right. This is the rye. This is the wheat. Oh, they use a number. What do they use? A number char-wise, 3. Most distilleries will use 4. They use 3. I know that Buffalo Trace and Maker's Mark use a 3 as well. All right, I'm done. The rye mash bill. They are both batch number 2, by the way. The wheat. Ooh, all right, let's get into the smell now. The rye is more oaky and more cereal based. Right off the bat, leave it there. Let's go into the wheat. The wheat is sweeter. And when you compare them, I didn't mention this when I did the review by itself, but when I'm comparing it now, or now that it's open, the wheated has a marshmallow, sweeter nose, and a cherry, which I did get last time. It's much more complex to me than the rye. The rye is just more cereal, less sweet, more oaky. And I like the cherry, the fruit. It's sweeter, and I got that marshmallow going on. All right, let's compare them taste-wise. We'll do, you know what, we'll do the wheat first. Acclimation sip. Really does remind me of marshmallow now. It didn't before the wheat. Marshmallow, powdered sugar, graham cracker crust, which I got last time. Kind of a, not so much cherry now, more of a sweeter apricot, peach type thing going on. I remember last time I had a sweet, like buttery nut, like a cashew type thing, or a pistachio. Forget the nuttiness and put more just into the butteriness. All right, that's the wheat. Let's do the, and I could sit here and pick out more stuff, but I think that gives the essence of the wheat, the rye. All right, I'm just trying to push the other flavor out of my mouth now with this one. Now we're going for the... Okay, none of these are finished secondary barrel, but I'm getting a sherry type of taste out of the rye. They're different when you do them side by side, but yeah, I'm getting a sherry finish. Kind of nice. And it's funny how it has more of an oaky finish, and it's been a year less in the barrel, but it does. I'm definitely getting that. I'm getting a nuttiness out of this one, but more like an almond slash walnut as opposed to a cashew slash pistachio. And there's a difference, a big difference, and that's the difference I'm getting off of it. That's not uncommon, but just a hint of and I know people use it, but I'm gonna throw it out there. A hint, and this one's very small influence of the baseball bubblegum on the rye, Rye Bourbon. So the year, the 10% wheat versus rye makes quite a difference in the taste of these. Which one I like better doesn't matter. I try and describe them for you, and then you decide what profile you think tastes better. Now, the wheat, it was 49.5 ABV, and the rye, the rye is 49.5 ABV, and the wheated is 49. So negligible. That had no effect whatsoever. Very interesting comparison. Fun. This was fun to do. And you know what I'm going to do? I just thought of it. I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to make a 4-grain. I'm going to mix them both. I'm going to do a 4-grain. I'm going to do it right now. I'll see you. See you in a second.